Well, about our educational system, I can say that we are 100%, not 100%, we are 1000% failure to teach our student English. So do you find any shortcomings of our syllabus or materials or etc. in our educational system? Do you find any shortcomings?
Actually, sir, there are lots of shortcomings. Actually, this is the whole problem of the system. We can't blame one person or one institution for that. From the beginning of the while we learn English, we are taught about the grammars, or we are to memorize the paragraphs composition like this. Actually, this is not learning that basic English. We need to focus on speaking, listening, reading, or writing. So yes, maybe we can write by memorizing something, but actually the real writing, when we need to write something from our own, or while we are writing a report, or in the universities writing assignments, or in the job, doing any job, we have to write reports. So in that sectors we make lots of mistakes. So obviously there are lots of shortcomings. We don't have the marks. We are not what should I say, motivated to write from our own. That is our free handwriting or free writing. We just need to memorize the essays, the paragraphs, the compositions, and then the system. In that system, the teachers don't feel motivated to teach this because there is no marks on this, or we know that the question will be said from these topics,
particular topic.
So from 10 paragraphs or 10 applications we have to. So if we memorize 10 paragraphs, then we are getting the good marks. So why we should give that much effort to develop free handwriting? This is the point. This can be.
Okay, now how to overcome that? This shouldn't be the system. Like after studying 10 or 20, 12 years, a student can't speak 1 minute, a student can't write 1 page. So this shouldn't be the system. So how to overcome that?
So this is the long process. We have to start, and maybe inshallah one day we may be successful.
I think no system or no initiative has been taken, or no system is there. Once I went to a training center organized by government, and that all of the college teachers from the country gathered there, and lots of teachers. I talked with lots of my colleagues and also the trainer a lot, but I think still they do not have any initiative that will be taken in near future. So in this process we are teaching, and we are blaming our students. Okay, so I think first of all we should change our system, and then if a teacher is not capable to teach in that way, then a teacher will take the training, and if a student can't accustomed to that system, then the student will be motivated, so etc. etc. That could be later on, but first of all what we have to do, that is we have to enforce a system. So personally, as a teacher, that I've been working in this field a long time, so approximately 12 years I've been working. So what I found that first of all, if you do not make a law, then you cannot blame the people that why you are breaking the law. So first of all, you have to make the law. So similarly, in the field of teaching English, we can't actually make a system, proper correct system, that through this process you will learn English. But so we can't actually blame our students.
We can't blame anyone actually.
Yeah.
That's also the problem is in the system.
Yeah.
So from the very beginning, from the class 1, what should I say, without the KG and PG, from class 1, the students should be made this understand that they need to understand English,
right,
like English, and not like us, right, not like the traditional us. So they must be motivated from the very beginning. Then marks may be added, or the teachers can in a 1 day in a week, or they can practice by themselves. And I know in our schools right now, my little younger sister is now studying class 10. So what happens there is that there are teachers in 1 week or in a month, they speak English, and if someone's making any mistakes, they need to pay a nominal fee, nominal charge, or 1 taka or 2 taka. So in a month or in a week, they are practicing sometimes. So this is also better.
Good.
So if they could do this, they are doing this in class 10.
Yeah.
So if they could do this from class 3 or 4, if they are 1 or 2, they are too young.
Yeah.
So from 3 or 4,
from
the beginning.
In class 1, a teacher will speak English. The student will listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yes. So from that time, if we can,
you know, if speaking is related to listening. If you cannot listen anything,
Yes.
then you can't speak any language.
that's the thing. So they can speak, or the teachers will speak, they will listen, they will try to communicate, the teachers will ask them, and will try to get the answer in English. So this will help them a little bit. And while they'll be growing up, we must make them understand the importance of English. And I think while they will be in class 7 or 8, while they will be in the higher classes in these schools, they must be shown we must show them the future. Actually, they just can't imagine after the SSC examination.
Right.
So we have to show them the future, what is happening.
Right.
Or what is happening in the corporate world. That is also too big, but we should make them understand from this, because actually this is very sad but true, that why we are studying to get a good job.
Yeah.
And that we are studying, we are doing everything, but for the English, knowledge of English, we are doing failure, or we are getting, what should I say, lower wages, or lower payments. So if we can make them understand this from the very beginning, I think this will be helpful. And actually, as we have lots of problems, financial crisis or economical crisis. So as I told you before, that in the book there is a chapter, there is a topic that listen to the CD, or what should I say, this type of things. So if the government can provide, maybe this can't be done overnight, but still in one of the big schools, there are, in the good schools, we know there are multimedia systems.
Right.
So, and the schools, maximum schools, they have lots of wealth and they have lots of money. They are making money. They are making lots of profit. But they are saying is that government is not providing us this. So if they do this, if they take the initiative by themselves, it is not that much expensive nowadays. A computer or a CPU, it's not that much. They can afford.
Yeah.
So without just relying on the government or relying on the ministry, if we can do something by ourselves, actually this is the responsibilities of every one of us, especially the management, school management.
If in the syllabus, the syllabus is there like that, then maybe there are lots of good schools and colleges, they will actually provide the system. So actually what we were doing, that we were talking about systems. First of all, you have to enforce a system. Then you can order the people to follow the path. Yes. So first of all, you have to create the path, that this should be the way. Otherwise, you cannot say that.
And the teachers also, they should be taught. I'm sorry to say that. With due respect, I'm telling that the teachers, or the kindergarten teachers, the primary school teachers, they are not that much capable to teach correct English. Or they can teach English, but in the speaking sector, in the listening sector, they are not that much up to date. I'm very sorry.
Sometimes.
And we don't also blame them, because they are from the Bangla mediums. So, and in the primary schools, in the government schools, the government arranges lots of seminars or training for them. But in the kindergartens and private schools, we don't even have that opportunity. So to understand, to teach the students, the teachers, they must be capable first. And while they have the confidence, and while they are understanding everything, they will be able to motivate the students, or they will be able to teach the students properly. So we also work in this sector also for the improvement of the teachers. I'm very sorry to say that.
Right.
So, well, and there are lots of things. Actually, I can't say that properly. It is the lawmakers or policymakers, they understand better, hopefully. Obviously, they understand better. So if the scholars of our country, or if the people are going to think about this, then I think it will be. But we must work on this, and we have to work on this as soon as possible, because we are being late, and we are just getting behind from the other nations or other countries.
Right.